Hello everyone, good morning. Dear authors and invited guests, welcome to Technical Session 5D. Myself Tanish Virmani and this session would be moderated by me. On behalf of Global Knowledge Research Foundation and JR Scholastic, it is my great pleasure to welcome you to the International Conference on Technological Intelligence and Business Strategies, Manila, Philippines. This conference is being organized in a hybrid mode. The physical event was held on 22nd June in Manila, Philippines, and the virtual event is being held through Zoom through 23 and 24 June 2026. I hope you will all enjoy the knowledgeable and interactive sessions throughout the day. In these sessions, we have total 8 presentations. Each presenter would be given 12 minutes for the presentation and 3 minutes for the question answer. After 10 minutes, I will raise a gentle reminder for the same. There is another request to all the participants that you stay connected with us till the closing remarks. If you have any query or update, then you can write to us in the chat box. Also introducing you all to the chairs. The first session chair we have is Dr. Philip, who is an executive director of the Open University system at the State University. He's an experienced academic leader and researcher whose work focuses on teaching, pedagogy, educational management, and open and distance learning. His research primarily employs mixed methods approaches to advance innovative and effective practices in higher education and lifelong learning. The next chair I would like to introduce you is Dr. Banisha Bora, who is an assistant professor at the Assam Royal Global University, India. Her research interests are nonlinear behavior of structures, earthquake-resistant design of structures, retrofitting of structures, vernacular houses, and earthquake damage surveys. She is actively involved in teaching, research, and academic development in modern computing domains. If we have welcome remarks from you too.
Thank you, Tanis, for the nice introduction. I welcome all the participants to this international conference on technological intelligence and business strategies.
Thank you, ma'am.
So I think we can start.
Sure. Calling the first presenter, Kasi Anand, for the paper title, A Study on Students' Awareness of Startups and Sustainable Development Goals. Kasi Anand, yeah, you can start your screen share.
Am I audible? Hello?
Yes, you're audible.
I'm audible, right?
It's a bit low.
Sorry, am I audible for you guys?
Yeah. Now it's good.
I'm audible, right? Okay. Okay, I will share the screen. You can see my screen, right?
Yes, it's visible.
Okay, as of now, I'm going to talk about the paper we have done a research on. Myself, Kashi B. Anand, and my co-authors are Anis A. Adityan B. Navani Denayan, and Durga Lakshmi C.V. We all together have done for the paper. We all together have worked for the paper, and we have published it, and we have also done it as a project for our sixth sem UG course. And our topic was student awareness on startups and sustainable development goals. On coming to the introduction, we all know that startup businesses focus on solving modern social and economic problems, and also we coming to SDG, we also know United Nations established or introduced SDG in 2015. Coming to SDG, its main aim is to achieve balanced economic, social, and environmental global development. Also, startups contribute through innovations, employment generation, and sustainable business solutions. As we all know, our coming generation are based on students, where students also play an important role as the future entrepreneurs and sustainability contributors. This study examines students' awareness and perceptions regarding startup and SDGs. We have also taken more than 45 literature reviews for our paper and also for a project. We have only shown 6 of them over here. Coming to the research gap. Coming to the research gap, we have mainly found that the limitation in the awareness of SDGs and startups today that are given to the students, especially in business fields or those who are studying MBA, BBA, related to any entrepreneurships or sustainability anyway. So partial implementation of sustainable development goals through entrepreneurship remains insufficiently researched currently. The as we all know that we have done literature review for our paper, and we were not able to find that much papers or researchers that are available over the internet for currently maintaining the SDG as well as the entrepreneurship for students. Also, coming to the government side, government policies are also supporting the students' sustainable entrepreneurships, but they have very lagged in the academic examinations. Also, there are cultural factors who are influencing the entrepreneurial perceptions among students remain unexplored. Comparative research across academic disciplines regarding sustainable awareness remains very limited currently. Coming to our objective, our main objective was to examine students' awareness regarding startup and sustainable development goals. Other than, we also identified major challenges which are actively for promoting SDG based on startups. Also, analyze the perceptions regarding startups supporting economic and environmental sustainability development initiatives successfully. We have used the research methodology. Coming to the source of data, we have collected primary data through structured questionnaire distributed among students from different colleges. Secondary data was collected through journals, reports, articles, academic research publications, etc. Our method was a random sampling technique ensured balanced representation across distributing students category effectively. Mainly, our populations was focused on students studying entrepreneurship, sustainability, innovation, and related academic disciplines. Coming to sampling size, as of now, we have only taken 200 response selected for quantitative statistics. But as of now, we have collected more than 200 respondents in our site for our Google Forms. The study design, the quantitative cross-section research design adopted an of objective and systematic collection procedure. The software tools, we have used IBM SPSS software utilizing for percentage analysis, descriptive statistics, and t-test analysis. We also use tables, charts, static techniques used for interpreting collections responding effectively. Coming to the percentage profile of demographic factors, we can see the gender distribution over here, age distribution, then course distribution, field of study, year of distribution, institution type distribution, etc. Coming to the analysis, the students demonstrated moderate awareness regarding startups and sustainable development goal concepts overall. Majority responded positively, supporting innovation and employment generation nationally. Also, students identified funding limitations and regulatory barriers affecting sustainable growth significantly today. Environmental contribution of startups received moderate agreement with several respondent opinions overall. Respondents recognized technology and innovation as an essential strength supporting sustainable startup development effectively today. Coming to the t-test, this is the table we have used to represent what is the value. We have also collected a value of 3 for the t-test analysis, and this is the table shown for t-test. Coming to its result, respondents strongly agree that startups significantly contributed towards India's sustainable development progress nationally. Promoting startup considered essential for achieving sustainable development goals successfully before 2030 globally. Positive mean difference confirmed respondents' favorable perceptions regarding sustainable startup contributions overall. Coming to the findings, students generally possess moderate awareness regarding startups and sustainable development goals concepts today. Majority respondents positively perceiving startups promoting employment generation and economic development opportunities. Innovations and technology recognized as major strength driving sustainable entrepreneurs development successfully today. Students strongly agree startups remain an essential for achieving sustainable development goal before 2030. Coming to the conclusion, students confirms startups significantly contribute toward achieving SDG through innovative ideas today. Students demonstrated encouraging attitude regarding entrepreneurship and sustainable development practices overall positively. Coming to the awareness regarding startup and SDG require improvement through education institute initiative effectively. As they say that the startups and SDG has to be the awareness has to be given from the academics or from the education institute itself. Government support and financial assistance remain essential for sustainable startup ecosystem development nationally. As we all know that government are providing so much of policies and support for the SDG based startups, but we all know that they are academically based lagged or they don't have the proper fundings. Sustainable entrepreneurship among students supporting building innovative and environmentally responsible future society. And these are the references we have took for our paper and for our project. That's all. Thank you. Hello.
Thank you, Kasi. That's a good initiative. So I'll ask one or two questions.
Yeah.
So show me your sample size. I mean, the
Sample
slide
size.
where you have mentioned the
Wait,
mentioned about this sample.
ma'am, we have collected. Now it's over 200. At that time, we only got 200 of the respondent over here, ma'am. You
So
can see.
see, now we know that this type of data we can generate using any AI I mean, tools.
Yeah.
So to justify your I mean sample I mean whether it is I mean reliable or not, you have to present some I mean some tabular format where you have from where you have collected the sample with some I mean proper references. So that I will suggest. And how can you justify that? I mean, now show me the output from the I mean, statistical analysis. Show me the output, just statistical analysis part. So here, I mean, what's your plan? How you will upgrade these results for, I mean, in a broader perspective? Now you have collected only 200, data set is limited. So what's your plan?
Ma'am, most of them are not aware about most of them are aware about startups nowadays. We all
Hmm.
know that it's a upcoming trend that everybody is starting based on startups, new ideas, bringing up new ideas and all. But coming to the SDG part, most of them are not aware that they can combine SDG and start an entrepreneurship and make it a success. So from basic also from even from colleges or university also we will be able to produce an or give them a proper awareness about the SDG startups that which are going to be a very good successful in the future, and it will also give also help in the achievement of SDG by 2030. So through all that ways we can generate more awareness, and people will get know more about that. And if we have doing more research, and we also found a problem that there is limited researchers are based on SDG and startups.
So now, which one, I mean, which SDG goal is mostly, I mean, known by students? That
um,
also you have not shown, I mean, what are the SDG goals and which one is, I mean, more, I mean, known by students?
Ma'am, coming to the students part, most
Hmm.
of them know that they we have physically asked them for the
Hmm.
awareness when we got a section. Most of them are saying most of them doesn't even know what are the main 17 SDG goals that are
Hmm.
live now, and
Hmm.
most of them are saying that to keep our country clean, to remove the waste, things like that. They doesn't know there is different sections, 17 different sections for SDGs. And also we have prepared a project based on this for our S6 project. And for that also we have shown the same PPT where we have already kept that 17 SDG in the paper itself. So we were not able to keep it as in the PPT also. That's why we will show the 17 SDG over there.
Okay, okay.
Yeah.
That's all from my side.
Okay.
Hmm.
So am I able to stop my sharing and close my video, my
I
section?
think
I
I
think
think
sir has one question, sir.
Okay.
Good morning, Mr. Anand.
Good morning, sir.
Okay. Your study confirms startups significantly contribute toward achieving SDGs
Yes, sir.
through innovation today. Is that correct?
Yes, sir. Not mainly innovation, modern innovation and startups.
Can you give us an example of that?
Like now alive. So you mean now alive or upcoming?
Uh, Based on your study,
Any company that is promoting SDG and on the base of startup, right?
sorry?
So you mean any companies that are providing or any organizations that are currently following this path, or
Yes, yes.
so coming to now we have a very well-known startup called uh, something called Tech. I'm not sure about the company called TechFin or Tech4. They have been very relevant in India, a very good startup. They have been promoting SDG throughout their startups from the starting to till now. They are promoting it in a very vast way.
Particular SDG is that.
Uh, so they are promoting converting the e-waste into an wealth. Their main motive is converting e-waste to wealth.
Okay. So maybe you can further discuss that in your study, especially when you publish it.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Congratulations.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Now my section is over. Do anybody have any questions or anything?
yes, yes, you can exit.
Yes,
Thank
thank
you,
you
ma'am.
for the presentation. I would like to call the next author, Chetna RM, for the paper title Analyzing the Current and the Evolving Cyber Threat Landscape, a comprehensive study of organizational security impact using machine learning approaches.
Very good morning, sir. Very good morning.
Yes, good morning. You can start your screen share.
Okay, thank you, sir. That's okay. Is it my screen is visible, sir?
It's a pink screen as of now.
One second. Now, sir? Now it's visible?
Yes, it's visible. You may start.
Okay, thank you so much. Hi, this is Chetna RM. So my paper ID is, one second, sir. My topic is analyzing the current and evolving cyber threat landscape, so which gives the study of comprehensive analysis of organization security impact using multiple machine learning approaches. So, what's the agenda of my papers? Like, obviously, it starts with an introduction, data set methodology, the key findings from this paper, and literature review, result and discussion, and conclusion. So, if coming to the introduction, the cyber threat challenge, what we face today, like why cybersecurity analytics is so critical in a present in today's world. So we have global and annual cybercrime damage, which is projected by the from the last year 2025. Then average data breach cost globally, and annual rise in our cyber incidents in India. Or actually, in this present situation, many organizations lacking confidence in recovery. Okay, so the context with respect to the topic is digital transformation has exponentially expanded the attack surface. Like remote work, Digital India initiative amplified many of the cybersecurity risks. So we will have replaced the isolated incidents, which can be a rule-based approaches insufficient against the evolving threats. As an example, everyone know it's a OTP. One simple example, it's a OTP-based threat. Then need for the data, evidence-based security strategies. So India's unique digitization profile requires region-specific analysis. Coming to the literature review, what are the key findings? So if you take the semantic 2024, so we have phishing attacks of 65%, ransomware attack, average breach cost, so 4.88 m minimum globally. 76% lack recovery confidence because many of the organization take 34% longer time to recover versus private sector. So we, if you differentiate the private sector, government sector, we have this differentiation. Then if you take the malware as a service, it will give the supply chain attacks or AI-based AI enhanced social engineering are top of the threats in the present world. Then we have GBR and RF, which will achieve 87 to 97, 94% on balanced data sets, which is real world data, which is very harder nowadays. If you take the IBM security, we have healthcare highest breach cost of 11.5 million. Then financial services 6.8 million per incident we can take. So 196 techniques across 14 tactics will have the lacking predictive capabilities. So coming to the data set, we can take 1,200 cybersecurity incidents. In that, six key attributes. If you take in year, day, amount, and the incident type, like 9 categories, we can differentiate in the city and the category. The incident types can be phishing, ransomware, data breach, and the online fraud, identity theft, and hacking, malware, cyberbullying, and the others. The three methodologies we have used here is three ML models. Collect the data, like we can process it as pre-processing, training, evaluation, and the interpretation from this, which is collect the data, then pre-process and encoding, model training. So what are the ways you are using to train the model, then evaluation and matrices, and the insight extraction. For that, first we are using SVM, support vector machine, and second one is random forest method and the logistic regression. What happens in the support SVM, support vector machine? Here we'll use the construct the hyperlink to separate the incident classes with the maximum margin, which is challenging or which gives the imbalance, which is minority classes underrepresented. Then in the ransom forest RF, so we'll take the decision trees trained on the bootstrap samples, used for what? Used which can be used for classification type, incident type, and the regression that gives the financial loss, which will provide the best performance overall the method. Then logistic regression to the continuation, it's a baseline model for multi-class classification. We have to classify here with the multi-class classes. What it does, it will give the prediction of the incident which is going to happen, likelihood for the given category, year, and the city. So for the comparison, so from that, we can have the classification performance as a result. Like all three models have struggled with the severe class imbalances. The SVM, support vector machine accuracy could be the 0.9%, precision 0.8, and the recall 0.9 again. The score will be the 0.8. The random forest, if you take the three models, it will accuracy give the 0.11% and precision is 0.12 and recall 0.11, and F1 score again here the same if you take. So which is the constant one. Then in the logistic regression, it is accuracy is 0.10, precision is 0.9, and the recall value will be the 10, and the F1 score is the 0.9. So what is the key insight from this models are like 9 to 11% accuracies, barely above random guessing or reflective severe class imbalance, or ranging from 11 to 21% to the class, rather than algorithmic failure, we can say. So report the best model, if you want to say, overall accuracy 11%, and the macro average F1 is 0.12, best class we can say class 7. So results, financial loss prediction. So predictive amount, we can say R square will be approximately, if you take consider, it will be 0.01. So random forest regressor will use gradient boosting regressor. So the value will be 8950, and here gradient will be the 20 is 2180. Then RFSC value will be 31200, and here grading booster 32400. R2 square from that model we can say 0.012 and 0.010. Why we can say here R square is nearly zero? Because financial loss driven by the latent factor, not in the data. As an example, we can say pre-paradigms or the attack sophistication. And linear models cannot capture our non-linear financial impact dynamics. So only the loss ranges from 26292 to the 463132 values, extremely variance, it will vary. Okay, reporting bias and the missing contextual variables. Advanced models like deep learning, graph ML needed for this prediction. So we can consider this coefficients, regression, incident type, city, category, and the year. So specific vulnerabilities, if you consider, like financial sector, identity theft, and healthcare, online fraud, the domains, if we consider healthcare, financial sector, and the government. So average loss per incident type we have mentioned here. Third highest impact, the second highest in the healthcare and the financial sector. It is highest average over the loss per incident. And online fraud, if you consider, it will be the 29 incidents hit corporate environments. Ransom, if you take through the ransomware, it is 35 incident overall through the social media. So temporal trends would be the variance in the financial loss. So if you want to conclude, like traditional ML, so using three methods, SVM, RF, and the LR, it proves insufficient for dynamic, nonlinear, and cyber threat data. So we have a severe class imbalance that is primarily main constraint on the model accuracy. Regression model nearly explain the 1 to 1.22% of the financial loss. Sector specific things remain empirically valid, and evidence based approaches provide the actionable intelligence. So future research for this title is like richer the data set, if you consider take with organization maturity, response time, and attack sophistication. So we can have the more prediction on the threat landscape, and advanced techniques as smart or the cost sensitive learning, which will be the class imbalance, means comparing the class imbalance using the deep learning graph neural network for non-linear threat pattern recognition, real-time threat incidents with respect to the adaptive or the streaming machine learning models. So we'll use cross-sector collaborative data sharing framework for improve the generalization. So we can conclude like limitations acknowledged for the better cybersecurity analytics. So thank you.
Thank you, Chetna, for the nice presentation. I have few queries. I
Yes,
mean,
ma'am. Yes.
what are the parameters you have considered, input parameters you have considered for the statistical analysis?
Yes, ma'am. So we have considered the values, the incident total, overall incident parameter, like incident
Okay,
types.
show us in the presentation slide the parameters you have considered
Yes.
for this study.
Yes, ma'am. So here, models, we have taken the what are the minority uses and the values, like classification, baseline models, like category, year, and the city.
Okay, these are the models developed by in past literature, developed in the past literature,
Yes,
right?
yes, yes.
So you
With the
should
three
give
models,
reference. Yes,
SVM.
yes, you should give reference to this model in this slide. And now,
Okay,
in
ma'am.
your model,
Ah,
what are the
ah,
parameters you have considered that you show us? It will be better if you present the parameters in one slide with
okay.
reference and the values you have considered. From your analysis, what are the most
Okay.
influencing parameters from the regression analysis? What are the most
Yes, ma'am.
influencing parameters?
That's what city, incident type, the category, year. These are the parameters which will give the financial losses over the year using the three models.
Okay, so but your R square value is nearly zero. That means
Zero. Yes. Yes.
your parameter is not affecting, right? So what is the limitation
Yes,
of
ma'am.
your
Yes, ma'am.
work?
Still, it is
Hmm.
limitation with respect to the incidents happen, ma'am. The more
No,
incident,
limitation in terms
like
of parameters considered. So what's your opinion on that?
incidents, ma'am, incident. So how badly it will affect your security. It's giving the security, but how abruptly it will define the uh, uh, what do you say that the loss of the security, how much how effectively it will impact, whether it is going to be sustainable or affordable, or it will go beyond our limitation. Okay, it's going to happen, it will define it.
Okay, so for that, what parameter you should consider? Any idea? Show me your, equation, the
Yeah,
proposed
one second.
equation.
Yeah, this one. So SVM machine, so SVM formula. So this is the equation is RF random
So
forest
these
equation,
are
and
the proposed equations, not from the literature or what?
yes, yes, ma'am, using the three methodology comparison.
Mm-hmm. Mm. Okay, so according to you, what parameters you should consider to give, to provide better results from these three models? Any comment on that?
Data should be productive, ma'am. So then if it goes to the unpredictive data, then
Mhm.
the value will be more, the values of that data.
Okay, okay, that's all from my side.
Okay, ma'am.
Hello,
Okay.
Miss Chitana.
Yes, sir. Good morning.
Okay. I would like to commend your study. It's very timely, no? Since we are running
Okay.
out of time, just a quick one. What is the main
Yes,
output
sir.
of your study?
The comparison, how efficiently the loss we can predict from the work, like vulnerabilities and the financial losses, how effectively you can control or give the security for your task. If we consider three models as an example, financial, healthcare, and the government, from the online
Okay.
fraud and from the ransomware and the temporal trends.
All right. Thank you so much and
Highest average was,
congratulations.
yes, sir. Hello.
Yeah, thank you for the presentation.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Mm. I would like to call the next presenter, Malika Kizi, for the paper title Architecture and Components of an Information System for Sentiment Analysis of Uzbek.
Hello,
Yes, you may.
my name is Malika Sinova, and I'm a PhD researcher at Alisher Navoiy Tashkent State University of Uzbek Language and Literature, Uzbekistan. Today, I'm pleased to present our research entitled Architecture and Components of an Information System for Sentiment Analysis of Uzbek. Sentiment analysis is one of the key research areas in natural language processing. It enables the automatic extraction of opinions, emotions, and attitudes from large volumes of textual data. With the rapid expansion of social media, online reviews, and digital communication platforms, the demand for accurate sentiment analysis systems has increased significantly. However, compared to resource-rich languages, Uzbek still lacks efficient linguistics resource and large-scale sentiment analysis systems. To address this challenge, we developed and integrated information systems for Uzbek sentiment analysis that combines text processing, machine learning models, and result visualization in scalable and efficient architecture. This slide summarizes the evolution of sentiment analysis research. Early studies relied on rule-based and lexicon-based methods, which used predefined sentiment dictionaries but had limited ability to understand context. Later, machine learning models such as Naive-Bayes and SVM improved classification performance, while deep learning models like RNNC and CNN provide better contextual understanding. A major breakthrough
Hi, Malika.
come with
Can you please go full
come.
screen? I am not able to read actually.
I'm sorry, I cannot hear you.
I'm saying, can you go full screen?
Yes.
That would be really helpful. Thank
Um,
you. Yeah.
Okay, a major breakthrough come with transformer architecture, including BART, raw BRT, and GBT, which significantly improved sentiment analysis accuracy. More recently, research has focused on multilingual and low-resource languages in Uzbek context. This slide illustrates the methodology used for sentiment analysis of Uzbek text as shown in figure. This process consists of 5 main stages. First, we collect and annotate textual data from user reviews, comments, and social media platforms. Each text is labeled as positive, negative, or neutral. Second, the collected data is cleaned and pre-processed. This includes normalization, tokenization, and lemmatization, which are particularly important for the Uzbek language due to its agglutinative nature. Third, the processed text is converted into numerical representations using embedding techniques. In our study, we focus on transformer-based embeddings. Fourth, classification models are trained to predict sentiment labels. Here, transformer models such as BRT and XLM Robert provide better performance compared to traditional approaches. Finally, the model is evaluated using standard metrics such as accuracy, precision, recall, and F1 score. This slide presents the experimental results of different sentiment classification models evaluated on Uzbek language dataset. As shown in the table and chart, we compared both traditional machine learning methods and transformer-based models. Looking at the results, Naive-Bayes achieved an accuracy of 79.5%, while SVM improved the performance to 82.3%. Hybrid approaches such as fast text plus SVM and word to West plus SVM achieved 85.7% and 86.6% 80% accuracy, respectively. The best results were obtained by transformer-based modulus. BERT plus SVM achieved 90.2% accuracy, while XLM Roberta achieved the highest accuracy of 95.3%. If you look at the graph, we can clearly, okay, the next one. This slide presents the architecture of the proposed sentiment analysis system. On the left side, we can see the microservices architecture, where pre-processing, classification, and data management operate as independent service, and communication through REST APIs. On the right side, we can see the layered architecture of the system. The process starts from the user interface, then the request is sent to the backend through REST API. After that, machine learning modules perform sentiment analysis, and the results are stored in the database. This slide shows the main development stages of the proposed sentiment analysis system. First, we design the system architecture, define the data flow, and select appropriate machine learning module. Second, we implemented the system components, including pre-processing, classification, and data management modules. Third, we evaluate the model performance using standard metrics such as accuracy and F1 score. Finally, the development process is iterative, meaning the system can be continuously improved by refining the data, progressing methods, and machine learning models. Okay, the next one. This slide presents the main models of the proposed sentiment analysis system. On the right side, we can see the sentiment classification can be performed using both machine learning and deep learning approaches. However, transformer-based models provide higher accuracy and better contextual understanding. The system consists of 5 main modules: data collection, pre-processing, feature extraction, classification, and output generation. As shown, in the pipeline at the bottom, the process starts with collecting and preparing data and ends with predicting sentiment as positive, neutral, or negative. On the right side, we can see the difference between machine learning and deep learning approaches. And at the bottom, we can see the complete workflow of the system. The process starts with the data collection and ends with sentiment prediction. This slide presents the integration and security features of proposed system. At the top, we can see that the system provides as RESTful API, allowing integration with web platforms, mobile applications, and enterprise system. This makes the system suitable for applications such as e-commerce, social media monitoring, and customer feedback analysis. At the bottom, we can see the security framework based on the CIA model: confidentiality, integrity, and availability. Okay. On the top, we can see the integration architecture based on a RESTful API. At the bottom, we can see the CIE security model. These features make the system flexible, reliable, and secure. Okay, as shown in the figure, users can introspect text and receive sentiment analysis results through a simple and intuitive interface. The system displays both the sentiment label and confidence score, making the results easy to understand. In addition, the interface is responsive and can be used on both desktop and mobile devices. Overall, the user-friendly design improves usability and supports effective design making. Here, users can enter text and start the analysis. The system then displays the sentiment result and confidence score. The interface is simple, responsive, and easy to use. This slide presents the main conclusions of our study. As shown in the pipeline at the bottom, the process starts with collecting and preparing data and ends with predicting sentiment as positive, neutral, or negative. On the right side, we can see the difference between machine learning and deep learning approaches. At the bottom, we can see the complete workflow of the system. The process starts with the data collection and ends with sentiment prediction. Overall, okay, we proposed a microservice-based sentiment analysis system for the Uzbek language using transformer models. The results showed that BERT and XLM Roberta achieved the best performance. The proposed architecture is scalable, flexible, and suitable for real-world applications. Okay, overall, this work contributes to sentiment analysis for low resource languages such as Uzbek. To summarize, we proposed a scalable sentiment analysis system architecture for the Uzbek language and demonstrated the effectiveness of transformer-based models, particularly BERT and XLM Roberta. The results confirm the suitability of the proposed approach for the both research and practical applications. Thank you for your attention and interest in our work.
Ma'am, sir, if you have any questions for the author.
Miss Malika, why this model is better than the existing sentiment analysis model? Am I audible?
Yes. Okay. Thank you for your question. This model performs better because it can capture contextual and the semantic relationship between words more effectively than traditional machine learning models. Unlike models such as naive-Bayes or SVM, transformer-based models use self-attention mechanism to understand the meaning of words in different contexts. In our experiment, the transformer models, especially XLM, Roberta, achieved higher accuracy and better overall performance on Uzbek text data. Therefore, they are more suitable for sentiment analysis in low-resource languages such as Uzbek.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. Miss Malika, hello. Can you hear me, Miss Malika?
Yes, of course.
Okay. Based on your presentation, you have said here, or your output is scalable and efficient sentiment analysis system. I just want to
Yes.
know if you conducted a test of acceptability or test of validity after uh, developing the sentiment analysis.
Mm-hmm. Uh, mm, okay. Okay, we validated the system using standard machine learning evaluation metrics, including accuracy and F1 score. However, a formal user acceptability test wasn't included in the study and is planned for future work.
Yes, because you have stated here efficient sentiment analysis system. So you have to further justify that later when you publish it in the future. Congratulations, Ma'am Malika. Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you for the presentation. I would like to call the next author, S. Somyadhara, for the paper title Examining Mobile App Attributes as Driving Force of Shopping Engagement. Yes. Sir, you may start your screen share. S. Soumyadhara, are you there in the meeting? Hello? Sir, are you there in the meeting?
Yes, sir. I am
Yeah.
in the meeting.
Yes, you may start your
So,
screen share.
so should I start my presentation?
Yes, yes.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah. Yes, sir, it is visible. You may start.
Yes. Um, so whether the slide is visible to you?
Yes, yes, it is visible.
Thank you, sir. So my topic is examining mobile app attributes as driving force for shopping engagement. Just a minute, I would like to. Just a minute, sir. So, rapid growth of mobile shopping applications has shifted consumer expectation towards greater interaction, convenience, and technologically advanced shopping experiences, making user experience a critical factor in digital commerce. So the existing literature research has primarily focused on technological performance factor such as system efficiency, accessibility, and functionality while giving limited attention to how specific mobile app attributes influence consumer psychological engagement during shopping. So after conducting a survey on 25 literatures, we have identified the research gap, understanding how multiple mobile app attributes collectively shape shopping engagement and subsequently affect users' behavioral intentions and decision making in mobile shopping environments, and address the following research questions. So, how do mobile attributes influence on user shopping engagement in mobile shopping environments? Which particular attributes of mobile shopping apps strongly influence to improving users' engagement at the time of shopping process? How does shopping engagement figures users' behavioral intentions in mobile commerce systems? So the study contribution is advances in mobile commerce research by identifying shopping engagement as a key psychological mechanism through which mobile app attributes influence consumer behavior. It provides an integrated framework by combining multiple app related attributes to explain how mobile shopping platforms enhance user engagement during the shopping process. It offers practical insights for app developers and online retailers by highlighting the attributes that can improve user engagement and enhance overall shopping experiences. Now, we are focusing on the literature review. It is based on prior research. Shopping engagement refers to as the customer's intellectual and motivational involvement resulting from their experience with a mobile shopping application. It reflects the user's interest, participation, and commitment in the mobile shopping activities extending beyond mere transactional interactions. Relevant publications suggest that mobile shopping application attributes play a crucial role in such engagement, especially convenience, design, trustworthiness are identified as the most dominant attributes that necessitates the engagement in mobile trading context. So we have used the expectation confirmation theory, which explains customer satisfaction and loyalty by suggesting that users generate expectations about a product or service before using it. After use, when actual performance meets or exceeds expectations, user satisfaction and intention of continued usage increase else lead to users' dissatisfaction and reduced reuse intentions. This theory has been widely applied in online services, mobile applications, and digital platforms to understand and evaluate user satisfaction, engagement, and continued usage behavior. So this is our hypothesized research model. So we have used the mobile app attributes, convenience, design, trustworthiness, which influences the shopping engagement, and the shopping engagement further influences user choice satisfaction. So the hypothesis formulation is uh, that is COV, convenience mobile shopping application, has positive effect on SHE, that is shopping engagement. When consumers recognize mobile applications as convenient, they feel a lower mental burden and comfort of interaction, motivating their involvement with the application. Hypothesis 2, the effective design quality of mobile shopping application has positive impact on shopping engagement. That is, attractive and user-friendly design encourages attention and full concentration, enhancing users' engagement during shopping activities. Hypothesis 3, that is trustworthiness of mobile shopping application, has a positive impact on users shopping experience, engagement. Customers trustworthiness of mobile app builds up user psychological attachment with mobile shopping apps, motivating prolonged interaction and engagement. Shopping engagement, next the H4, that is hypothesis 4, shopping engagement has a positive impact on user choice satisfaction. Users engaging to spend more time and support to search their options are more likely to feel satisfied after selecting a product. So these are the constructs. With respect to the construct, we have chosen 3 items. So uh, these are the items. So we have taken all total 12 items for 4 constructs in our questionnaire. Now the methodology and data collection. We have used descriptive research design. A cross-sectional survey has been conducted from January 2026 to March 2026 involving Indian respondents. Sampling and data collection method. We have used convenience sampling uh, in the survey and collected the data in 5-point Likert scale using structured questionnaire. The survey was carried out across 385 respondents. Out of that, 379 respondents have correctly filled out the questionnaire. Now, this is the demographic composition of the sample, that is gender, where the male respondents are 66.75% and female respondents are 33.25%. Under qualification, the 18.73 belongs to 12th standard or below, 48.81 belongs to undergraduate, 25.59 belongs to postgraduate, and 6.86% belong to PhD. Regarding the income level per annum, 32.72% has the income less than 5 lakhs in Indian rupees. 43.27% has their income between 5 lakhs to 15 lakhs, and 24.01% has their income above 15 lakh. Now this is the measurement model for reliability and validity testing. Here the composite reliability score for the 5 constructs are above zero point 0.7, which confirms conversion validity. And for the average variance explained, the scores above 0.5, and for MSB and ASB, the discriminant validity has been proved. Now this is the structural model. So hypothesis with path analysis has been shown. So in H1, when we are observing the association between the convenience and shopping engagement, the standard regression, that is the beta value, is 0.315 and the significance value is 0.012. So for all the hypotheses at a given level of significance, we have accepted H1, H2, H3 and H4.
Uh, excuse
Now
me.
we are coming. Yes,
Just a
yes, sir.
gentle reminder that the presentation time is up. You may wind up in a minute or two.
Okay, sir. So here the discussion, the impacts of mobile app attributes on SHE and UCS in relation to online retailing have been explored. So 4 hypotheses were presented and all the results supported the hypothesis. A strong positive connection has been identified among CO convenience, design, trustworthiness and shopping engagement. The outcomes indicates that when the mobile apps are easy to use, well designed and well protected, users are likely to engage more frequently with the app. Convenience improve efficient transactions, design boosts consumer satisfaction, and trustworthiness minimizes perceived insecurity. Moreover, H4 supported that shopping engagement improves users' choice satisfaction, which shows that active users are comfortable and assured with their buying choices. Hence, engagement works as a core mechanism connecting the attributes with desirable purchase outcomes. So here the theoretical contribution, the study enhances online shopping behavior by confirming shopping engagement as a major mediator among mobile app attributes and consumer satisfaction. The study also extends the awareness of how practical and emotional factors generates online shopping experiences. And the managerial contribution is the outcomes recommended that the promoters should concentrate on upgrading app usability, visual design and digital security. Developing both emotional and practical values of digital application can grow user engagement, improving user satisfaction level and prolonged customer retention. So in the conclusion part, the study emphasizes the rising importance of mobile app attributes in shaping consumers' engagement and satisfaction in digital commerce. It confirms that COV, DES and TRW promote SHE, which leads to promoting UCS. These outcomes support in both practical and theory by highlighting the key role of improving mobile app attributes. However, this research study used convenience sampling, which might limit applicability over different demographic groups. Furthermore, the fast changing nature of mobile technology and digital commerce may affect buyer behavior over a period, and further studies can implement multi-web design and explore cultural and environmental factors to deliver detailed insights into mobile buying behavior. These are the references. Thank you, sir.
Sir, if you have any questions for the author, ma'am.
Any questions?
Hello, Mr. Sumya.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Um, your study is really relevant in the sense that most of the people are really engaging in virtual shopping, right?
Yes. Yes, sir.
So aside from presenting the results in conferences, how do you plan to further uh, educate or enlighten uh, uh, people regarding the findings of your studies?
Yes, sir. Regarding this, my objective is to make digital literacy, because in India, although mobile phones have become popular, but user shopping experience, many people they don't use, even they are educated, they don't take the risk of using mobile applications because of breach of security. So in this context, I would like to give recommendation or conduct further researches that would enhance the that is the mobile app developers, to make it more secured and user. Another issue is the user friendliness. Many people, they are highly educated, but they are not conversant with the mobile platforms, that is shopping platforms. They rather prefer to go visit physical retail stores rather than shopping through mobile phones. So make this more and more popular, using some use of virtual reality, augmented reality, so that the shopping experience of the people can be more and more enhanced. And another thing, literacy is also essential. And also another thing that we would like to recommend the app developers, that they can trust that the user shouldn't be in a situation that there can be breach of security in using the mobile apps. And they should, the user interface should be made much more comfortable so that it can be used by layman. So this is my objective, to carry out further research study to make the apps more and more user friendly as well as highly secured.
Okay. Thank you so much, Mr. Somya, and congratulations.
Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you for the presentation. I would like to call the next presenter, Maria Santos. Yeah.
Hello.
Yeah, Maria Santos for the paper title Strengthening Document Management at the Water Secretariat at Ecuador through Archive Centralization and Business Intelligence Platforms. You may screen share, ma'am.
Hello. Good night in Ecuador and good morning in Manila, Philippines. Strengthening document management at the Water Secretariat of Puerto Viejo, Ecuador. and the
Completed. Presentation completed এবং আমাকে
Soumya sir,
বেশি
your
চাপতে পারেনি একজন একজন
you may continue, ma'am.
Sorry.
You may continue.
Okay. One moment, please. Okay. Yeah. Strengthening document and managing and the Water Secretary of Puerto Viejo, Ecuador, and through archival centralization on business intelligence platform. Managing and information handling in Ecuadorian organization are regulated by a range of legal and provision aiming to ensure transparency, data protection, and operation efficiency. Within this framework, this optimization document related process, the implementation of archival guidelines and the incorporation of technical tools and business intelligence platform constitute a strategic priority for public institutions responsible for managing critical research. This perspective is grounded in the articulation of three fundamental components: document information, information and communication technology, and human talent. The effective integration of this element strengthens students' capacity to organize, analyze, and transfer data to useful, timely, and reliable information. There be supporting process, monitoring, administering, efficiency, and evidence-based decision-making. The study under of quantitative methodology approach, in line with objective and evaluation document management of the Water Secretary of Puerto Viejo, and determine in the relevant strategy and through archive centralization on the use business intelligence platforms. a simple copy of fictive public servants from different administrative and operational areas of the institution, selected on the basis of functional representative, level of responsibility, and experiences in process related to document administration. Priority was given to personnel which are minimum under 2 years service and the functionality likened to the handling, organization, control, or consultation of documents. Regarding the data collection technique, a structure survey in the administrative measure partisan a perception of document management, archive organization, access to information, and the use of technical tools for institution strategy. For this purpose, a 5-point Likert scale was used. Consists of the following responsive categories: 1. Strongly disagree, 2. Disagree, 3. Neutral, 4. Agree, and 5. Strongly agree. This scale made it possible to the segmented access, staff activity, and presentation regarding existing documentary process. Key instrument was designed to identify presentation, level of agreement, and examine relating to document management process, archival organization, access to institutional information, and the need implement technology mechanisms aiming to the centralization and strategic analysis of data. Regarding data processing and analysis, the information was examined using SPSS study software. 2 weeks described and inferring statistic techniques were applied to access the base form of variable under study. Results. The survey and 201 participants reveals limiting operation, quality of document use, and control restriction, which only 26.3% affirmative responses. However, there is strong agreement on the next document management regulation, 83.7%, and document management system, 70.1%. This shows that the main weakness is not resistant to change. Rather, it lies in limited staff training and the lack of clear document administration procedure. Figure 1, correlation and analysis of document manager variables in the Word Secretary of Puerto Viejo, coefficients between key variables P1 and P6. Observe the graphic of figure y la correlación, P1 efficiency in document processing, P2 staff training level, P3 technology utilization, P4 document security, P5 user satisfaction, and P6 responding time. Scale correlation in 1 strong, 0.75 height, 0.50 moderate, 0.25 load, and 0 no. Figure 2, PCA of document management dimension, on PCA of document management en los points de management performance. Figure 3, interpreted correlation matrix. I use different variables. P1, punishment restriction. P2, next in regulation. P3 is implementation the ESGD I need. P4, archive centrals. P5, politics and security. P6, complements norms. The structural relation is observed between the needs to establish a specific regulation and the implementation of a document management system. This indicates that participants do not perceive to SIX merely as a technical tools, but rather as part of a broader institutionalization process that requires rules, procedures, and controls. This relationship can be spread and R is 0.72, which indicates a high positive correlation. Correlation between regulatory needs and document management system implementation. See? And result are 0.72. Discussion. The results support the argument that the document management problem with the institution is not explained by a lack of organization willingness to improvise practices, but rather by structural willingness association which and the information on the process. They found that only 26.3% of participants report being aware of restriction on documents or use and control contracts significantly which the weak percentage. They support the creation of a specific regulation, 83.7%, and the implementation of the document management system, 87.1%. These different subject stacks, although there is ongoing on the importance of organization document administration. So there are still gaps in the operation appropriation of the institutional guidelines. In discussion, there's feeling high the needs to complements and technologies of regulatory initiative with systematic training process, policy imitation, and procedure standardization so that document transformation is not limited to formal adoption of instruments, but instead translate into effective and sustainable practice which this institution. Conclusion. At the Water Secretary of Puerto Viejo, Ecuador, considerable volumes of documents are managed, which represent a significant operation changes for the institution in response to the situation. The implementation of a document management system and propose strategies aimed at optimizing information handling, strengthening later processing, and strengthening technical organization of different depots. It was confirmed that implementation of the document management system will have positive effects on administrative efficiency and the transparency on internal process. They finish so that the levels in compliance which current regulation reserves 65%, which revels an opportunity for implement touch the training of more standardized documents practice. From a methodological perspective, the SRA analysis showed the internal consistent and the instrument used reflects in a coverage alpha coefficient of 0.85, which support the reality of the days obtained. The study underscores the need to optimize document process and extracting records management, regulation of the water, Secretary of Puerto Viejo, which take aim of increasing operation efficiency, improve information traceability, and ensure higher levels of transparency. Finally, is impact of administrative efficiency and decision-making should be evaluated with potential adaptation to the other institutions in Ecuador. Reference of study, always. Innovation discussing between a leader and a follower, Stevie Jobs. Thank you for the time. For question, please contact USB email genoveva.moreira@utm.edu.es. Thank you.
Okay. Good afternoon, Mrs. Santos.
Hello.
Yes, can you hear me, ma'am? Hello, can you hear me?
Sorry, wait a minute. Repeat, please.
Hello, ma'am, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. So the output of your study is a document management system, correct?
Okay.
Okay. Were you able to conduct a pilot testing of the document management system?
This perfect is in a grounding in the articulation of three fundamental components: documentary information, information and communication technology, and human talents. The effective integration of the elements, institutional capacitation to organizing, analysis, and transformation dates in the useful timing, and revealing information so driver support, processing, monitoring, administrating, efficiency, and evidence-based decision making.
Okay. Thank you so much, Mrs. Santos, and congratulations.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Ma'am, do you have any questions for the author or do
No,
we?
no, no,
Okay.
no. How many presentations we have?
Two, ma'am.
Two. Okay.
Yeah. I would like to call the next presenter, Renita, for the paper title Towards Intelligent Academic Web Services, a data-driven quality evaluation using integrated web call 4.0 and UCS models. Yeah. Ma'am, you are on mute now. You can start your screen share.
Okay, good morning, colleagues. On behalf of our research team from the Faculty of Economics and Business, Universitas Negeri Jakarta, I'm pleased to present Towards Intelligent Academic Web Service, a data-driven quality evaluation using integrated web flow 4.0 and its model. Why academic web service quality matters? Academic websites are a critical touchpoint for trust and engagement, yet Webflow 4.0 and its model, that's the leading quality frameworks, are rarely combined, leaving a measurement gap that is especially pronounced at the faculty level in Indonesia. As portals move towards AI-driven, which features institution needs and evidence-based baselines to guide that evolution. From fragmented metrics to an integrated model, WebClaw 4.0 is of use as implicit, abstract structural quality dimensions, and no faculty level in Indonesian studies has combined both. Our study therefore aims to develop and validate an integrated instrument, quantify its dimensions, influence on satisfaction, and translate the result into concrete AI-driven improvement strategies. Methodology research, context, and methodology overview. This study was conducted on the FEB WinJ portal, active since 2021 with 124 respondents, is 116 students and 8 lectures, via purposive sampling. We use a 17 item for dimension questionnaire and a 5-point Likert scale, and analysis is analyzed through multiple linear regression in SPSS 23, and respondent profile is total 124. Our sample of 124 respondents is expected predominantly student-based as much as 93.5% students and 6% lectures, this reflecting the portal's core user population. Usage profile infrequent but helpful. 42.7% visit less than once a month and help spend only 5 to 10 minutes per session. Despite this, roughly 70% rate the portal as helpful or very helpful. Studies showing that short text-driven visits do not diminish perceived value. And regression result predictors of satisfaction. Our regression models explain 70.8% of the parents in satisfaction with a highly significant overall fit F equals 72.74, P below 0.001 of the four dimensions. Information quality and interaction quality are statistically significant. Usability of use or not. Significance of predictors. Information quality is the strongest predictor with data equals 0.419, followed by interaction quality at data equals 260, both significant. Usability and ease of use fall short of significance, suggesting that in this academic context, content and responsiveness matter more than interface convenience. Okay, findings at a glance. In summary, information quality and interaction quality drive satisfaction. Usage remains infrequent yet text-driven. Usability and ease of use show no significant effect, and all 70 items are valid and reliable, with the integrated model explaining 78.8% of satisfaction variance. Content governance over aesthetics, because content and interaction dominate, institutions should prioritize editorial accuracy, timeliness, and responsive engagement over visual redesign. This supports a data-driven approach to portal development, investing where it most influences satisfaction. A recommendation for AI augmented portal, we propose 3 pathways. First is AI-driven content monitoring to keep information current, and second is intelligent chatbot support to strengthen interaction quality, and less personalized information to deliver tailored to students and lecturers alike. In conclusion and future research, our integrated full ops model effectively evaluates academic website quality, with information quality and interaction quality as the key satisfaction driver. Future research should expand this evaluation across institutions and faculties to validate and generalize these findings. Thank you for your attention. I welcome any question or feedback on our methodology, findings, or proposed recommendation.
Thank you, Renata, for the presentation. Just tell me why your model is better than the existing model in the literature. What are the advantages and limitations of your model?
Miss, can you repeat your question?
Okay. Tell me what are the advantages and limitations of your model?
Okay, thank you for the question, Miss. The main advantage of our model is that it integrates to well-established frameworks, Web 4.0, and into a single diagnostic model. Most previous studies use only one framework. Web 4 focus on structural website quality, such as usability, information quality, and interaction quality, while X embraces user subjective evaluation, particularly is obvious. By integrating this framework, our model provides a more comprehensive evaluation of academic web service. It allows us to examine not only technical website quality, but also how users perceive and experience the system. The broader perspective helps intuition identify which dimensions truly drive satisfaction. Another contribution is that we apply the model within the context of intelligent academic web survey. The
Okay, thank you.
findings.
Thank you. Understood. Understood. I don't have any more questions.
Good afternoon, Miss Renata.
Good afternoon, sir.
Yeah, my concern is in your respondents. You have two groups of respondents, the students and the lecturers. And based on the proportion, almost 94% are students and just 6% are lecturers. So how do you justify that?
Okay, sir, can you repeat your question? I'm sorry, this connection is there.
Yes. Your respondents comprises of 90, almost 94% are students and just 6% are lecturers. Why the proportion is like that? Why do you have limited number of respondents from the lecturers?
Okay, thank you, Minister, for your question. The distribution reflects the actual user profile of the faculty website, where the students are the dominant users. Therefore, our purposive sampling aims to capture the primary user population rather than achieve equal representation between groups. However, we acknowledge that the lecture sample is relatively small. As a result, the findings should be interpreted primarily from the overall user perspective, with stronger representation from students. Future studies should include a larger lecture sample to enable more robust group comparison. Thank you.
Yes, so maybe you can justify that in the discussion, and you can actually uh, you can actually state there that the participation of the lecturers uh, is in the form of triangulation, no, just to validate the responses of the students. All right, so congratulations, Miss Renata, and thank you so much.
Thank you, Mr.
Thank you for the presentation. Now I would like to call the next presenter, Angita, for the paper title Understanding Visit Intention in Urban Tourism, the Rules of Cognitive Perception, Destination Trust, and Social Media Influences. You may start your screen sharing.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Sangeeta Sharon, and I'm from Telkom University, Indonesia. And I would like to present my paper with title Understanding Visit Intention in Urban Tourism, the Roles of Cognitive Perception, Destination Trust, and Social Media Influencers. The background from this study is the digital shift in tourism. The emergence of social media and digital technologies has fundamentally changed how tourists evaluate and select destinations. The function of cognitive perception. It is crucial in establishing travelers' inclinations to visit and fostering trust in the site. The power of influencers and electronic word of mouth or EWAM. Through digital content, social media influencers have become more powerful information sources that have a significant impact on passengers' perceptions and confidence. This study also have a research gap. The first one is the moderating function of social media influencers between destination trust and cognitive perception is not well studied. Studies on Indonesian urban tourist attractions are scarce, and the study addresses the gap by examining these relationships in Taman Impian Jaya Ancol. Research objectives from this study is to investigate the impact of cognitive perception on destination trust and intention to visit while examining the moderating role of social media influencers in Taman Impian Jaya Ancol, utilizing PLSM with a sample of 385 participants. And hypothesis from this study is hypothesis 1, the cognitive perception of the tourist significantly affects their destination trust. Hypothesis 2, destination trust significantly affects tourists' intention to visit. Hypothesis 3, the cognitive perception of tourists significantly affects their intention to visit. Hypothesis 4, social media influencer perceptions of tourists significantly affect the destination trust. And Hypothesis 5, social media influencers' perceptions of tourists significantly moderate the relationship between cognitive perception and destination trust. This study has 4 literature review. The first one is cognitive perception, is how travelers assess destination trust features such as attractions, amenities, and infrastructures. Favorable perceptions enhance confidence and visit intention. The second is destination trust, is the assurance that a location delivers a secure, dependable, and enjoyable experience. Higher trust correlates with a greater intention to visit. The third is intention to visit is a person's readiness to travel to a specific place in the future and a key indicator of actual tourist behavior. And the last is social media influencers, reliable sources disseminating travel information and experiences. Their content significantly shapes traveler views and boosts destination confidence. This conceptual framework illustrates the relationship among the 4 variables examined in the study. Cognitive perception is proposed to influence both destination trust and intention to visit, while destination trust is expected to positively affect intention to visit. In addition, social media influencers are hypothesized to influence destination trust and moderate the relationship between cognitive perception and destination trust. These relationships are represented through 5 research hypotheses labeled H1 to H5. The study employed a quantitative causal research design and was conducted at Taman Impian Jaya Ancol. Data were collected using a structured questionnaire with a 5-point Likert scale from 385 respondents selected through proposed sampling. The study examined cognitive perception, destination trust, intention to visit, and social media influencers. Finally, the data were analyzed using the PLSM approach with Smart PLS software. This table presents the results of the measurement model assessment. The reliability of each construct was evaluated using Cronbach's alpha and composite reliability, and all values are well above the recommended threshold of 0.70. Furthermore, the AVE values for all constructs exceed 0.50, indicating satisfactory convergent validity. These results confirm that all measurement items are reliable and valid, allowing the analysis to proceed to the structural model evaluation. This table presents the result of our structural model assessment. As you can see, 4 out of the 5 analyzed relationships are statistically significant and supported, with destination trust to intention to visit showing the strongest positive path coefficient at 0.308. On the other hand, the final relationship listed has a p-value of 0.386, meaning it is not statistically significant and therefore not supported. In conclusion, these findings demonstrate that cognitive perception, destination trust, and social media influencers play crucial roles in influencing visitors' intention. Discussion from the study is direct influences on trust and intention. Cognitive perception is essential in forming both destination trust and the intention to visit. Positive evaluations of destinations features directly influence tourist behavior. The role of trust. Destination trust significantly boosts the desire to travel, solidifying its role as a crucial element in travel decisions. The power of influencers. Social media influencers have a profound effect on establishing and reinforcing trust in travel destinations. Lack of moderating effect. The impact of influencers as moderators on the relationship between cognitive perception and destination trust has not been confirmed. This suggests that tourists primarily rely on their individual rational assessments and judgments when forming trust in an urban location. Conclusion from the study is cognitive perception plays a crucial role as a significant predictor in establishing destination trust and the intention to visit. Destination trust significantly and positively influences the tourist's intention to visit Taman Impian Jaya Ancol. Social media influencers successfully contribute to building destination trust, but they do not exhibit a significant moderating impact on the relationship between cognitive perception and destination trust. Future direction is further studies ought to broaden the model by encompassing weather context and additional factors such as destination image, the electronic word of mouth or EWOM, and tourist satisfaction. That's all about my paper. Thank you.
Okay, good afternoon, Ms. Sanjita.
Good afternoon, sir.
Yeah, your study is understanding visit intention in urban tourism. Okay, and based on your presentation, you just concentrated in just one area, which is Taman Impian. How do you justify that? Why did you just concentrate in one area?
I choose Taman Impian Jaya Ancol as my object research because Taman Impian Jaya Ancol is one of the largest and most popular urban tourism or tourist attraction, not only in Jakarta but in Indonesia. So it attracts a large number of domestic tourists and has strong digital exposure through social media. So I think it's in Indonesia still limited that research talking about Taman Impian Jaya Ancol. So I think it's kind of interesting to talk about Taman Impian Jaya Ancol as my research object.
Okay, so maybe you can add further explanation in your paper later when you publish it. Okay, so thank you and congratulations.
Thank you, sir.
Hello, Angita.
Hello, Miss.
So I have few suggestions. Just go to slide 2. So here, when you present some research work, when you study the background study, so always give proper references to present the research gap. So that is one suggestion. And after that, mainly you have performed statistical analysis, right?
Yes, ma'am.
So for statistical analysis also, as I said earlier, you should present, what are the parameters you have considered, what methodology you have taken, what type of analysis you have performed. Parameters you should present in a tabular form with proper references that this study already taken this parameter, so you have considered this type of parameter. And for limitations also, you should present what are the extra parameters you can take to strengthen your research. So that is the another suggestion.
Okay,
And
thank you so much, ma'am.
and thank you for your presentation. So I think this is our last presentation.
Yes, ma'am. Yeah. I sincerely thank all the authors for their excellent presentations and contribution in this session, and all our participants for being a part of this international conference. I hope this session was informative enough. We, on behalf of the whole team, thank you very much for the support during the virtual conference. We'll be very happy to have you in the next version in 2027. For all the presenters, they would be getting their digital certificates through email within 2 working days, and the publications would be live within 7 to 8 months. Kindly cooperate with the team of TIBS 2026. I also thank our session chair, Professor Philip Kurada and Professor Bonisha Bora, for their valuable guidance during the session. Thank you very much. And I would also request everyone to kindly switch on their videos so I can take a photo. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
And thank you, Tanish, for your excellent coordination and
Thank you,
support
ma'am.
throughout this session.
Thank you so
And
much, ma'am.
I congratulate all the participants for their active participation. Thank
Thank
you.
you so much, ma'am. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
May
I
I
think we
take
can
this
conclude now.
opportunity as well to thank Sir Tarnish and Ma'am Bunesha for this smooth presentation, and to all the presenters, congratulations, and we hope that all your studies will be implemented, and keep on researching. Congratulations.
Thank you, Professor Philip.
Thank you, professors.